Hi, this is Kimberly, and I would like to welcome you back to my channel, Bookkeeping Journey, where I share my journey towards becoming a full-time bookkeeper. I have some really big news about that statement. Anyhow, but this is not the video for that. In this video, we're going to talk about vendor credits in QuickBooks Online. So I'm going to explain to you what is a vendor credit, and I am also going to show you the different ways you can go in QuickBooks Online to create a vendor credit, and I will create a vendor credit and apply that credit to a bill so you can see the whole process. Before we go on, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, press that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. The first thing I'm going to do is explain to you what is a vendor credit. So let's go to the first way to create a vendor credit in QuickBooks. When we get in there, I will explain to you what it is. So I'm going to go onto this new button up here. I'm going to go on the vendors and click vendor credit. So a vendor credit is when you return goods or services to a vendor, to the person that you bought the stuff from. So you went out there, you bought some bottles from Joe. When Joe sent the bottles, two of them were damaged. So you called Joe, you told Joe, well, two of the bottles that you sent are damaged out of the 8 that I ordered. And he says to you, I will give you a credit for those 2 bottles. To update your accounts, you go into QuickBooks Online, you go into vendor credit, like how you saw me going here, and then you type in the customer's name, you input the information to create the credit, and then that will actually subtract the amount of money that you owed to that vendor. Hopefully explain that in a way that you could fully understand it. When I actually do create the vendor credit and apply it, you will have a better understanding. So as you can see, the first way, this one is blank. You just come in here and you input the information. I'm going to close out of that. I'm going to go to the second way you can create a vendor credit. You click on expenses, come over here to new transaction, click on that down arrow, and you come down here to vendor credit. So this will also open up a blank vendor credit form. Just want you to see it. So that one is blank as well. You have to fill in the customer information and input all the details. So we close out of that. The final way that you can go create a vendor credit in QuickBooks Online, you come over here to expenses, you click on vendors, and then you type in the vendor name. We're going to use Norton since he's one of our favorite vendors that we always like to use. We come in here, you see that we owe Norton $205. The reason why we did not pay that, and that's overdue, because this is something that will probably happen with you and vendors. You probably had a dispute, or you're trying to make sure you get your credit before you pay them the full amount of money. And to create that vendor credit, you go to new transaction, you click that down arrow, and you click vendor credit. You will see that this will populate Norton Lumber information here, so you didn't have to put it in. We're going to leave today's date. Well, we'll put in a reference number. I'll make it 1, but you will put in your reference number according to your files if you have one. So if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, I'm going to explain what category and items are. In categories, this is when you have like for subscriptions like QuickBooks, or if you have legal fees. So these are non-inventory items, go up here, and your inventory items go down here. This company that we are in is actually a landscaping company, so we are going to come down here because it was a product that we bought, so it's an inventory item or service that we provide. Those go down here. If it does not fall into that category, it goes up here. All right, so we bought a pump, fountain pump, and we only, so it's this one, we only received, we had ordered 8. I remember because I looked at the invoice before I came in here. So we ordered 8, but we are sending back 2 of them, so we got a credit for 2 of them. So that credit was for $20. We're going to now make sure that the amount is correct. I check here, and I also like to come up here and check. You come down here now, and you can either click save and close, or save and new. Save and new will just open up a blank vendor credit form, and you will input any additional credit for any additional vendors. But for right now, for the sake of this video, we're just going to click save and close. So you see when you come out here now, the $20 has been deducted here because QuickBooks Online will automatically adjust the amount that you owe to the customer. We will go into that bill now, and when that opens up and you click make payment, you will see that the credit is down here. Okay, so the credit has been applied, so now we only need to pay $185 to this vendor. If I uncheck this, you will see it will put it in this bar over here, and it will have that I have to pay this full 205, but we are adding the vendor credit to it. I'm going to come down here and save and close. That is how vendor credits are created and how they are applied to a bill. And when you go make a payment, that I just showed you how you see that it has been deducted. If this vendor had a number of bills in there, so he had 2 or 3, you would just go into that screen and you would just select which bill that it was being applied to. You can always go in and change. That's it for now. If you have any questions, I would like you to leave them in the comment section below. I want to thank you so much for watching, and may you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.